What up, what up? All right. Today we are starting off with something new. And that is to look at cheapgrams game. But first I'm actually going to open my ticker and see what we're doing today, because I haven't really decided what we're doing. So yesterday we went through a lot of menu stuff and also spawning enemies after a trigger has been hit. We had a bug with the enemies being weird when they started patrolling, and then we disabled them, so that's fixed as well. We made our skill pool a singleton, since it's a pool for all the skills, and the enemies and the player can use the same skill, so it's they might as well use the same skill pool. And we also got the sound and music volume set. Clap, clap. Thank you for the clap, Chris. How are you doing today? And how are you doing, cheapgrams? Check out Grams game. And the next thing is to fix my rooms. Fix rooms, and there would be let's see. You're doing fine? Glad you're doing fine. I'm glad you're doing great, cheapgrams. Let me check my vertical slice. So the rooms I had, there was an issue. Is roommate, room 1. We had a trigger issue, camera trigger, and to see, you're going to use LDTK for your actual game. Yeah, I would recommend just learning Unity and getting used to Unity, and then starting with LDTK plugins. So rooms, and then we had room 2. But LDTK is really easy to work with, so I wouldn't wait too long to get started with it. Okay, we have the rooms that I want to work with, and then the third task would be spikes in room 7. And fix doors. I'm going to do most of these very fast, but I will add them on as I finish it up. So let's check out cheapgrams game here. So we have a player character. I imported it in 22.2, so I had to do a little bit of re-import with Text Mesh Pro and fixing a few things with the scene. But I've added all the packages back, and I put the scripts where I think they should be. So let's start it and see what happens. I did play this a bit before the stream, and when you move around, you have a score. You have money up here. So when you grab money, you get $5. You grab 5. Cool. And the ground is moving with us, and that is because the environment is underneath the player. It's shadowed to the player. So let's move that out, and we should be able to move nicely. We can also see that I assume these are steps to the house. Right? Or a door. Yeah. It changes a little bit depending on when I pick stuff up. Does it do anything right now? No, it's just a trigger. Or did I forget to add a script somewhere? No. But you can see that it changes, it jumps back and forth when, like now it's showing the whole thing. And then I grab a few more, it's not. And that is a layer issue. So the building is at -3 and the door is in the same spot. So what we could do, if you want to see the door all the time, we could just change order and layer to be higher or lower than what the building is. You could also set the Z, so -1 would be even closer to the screen and 1 would be further away. So you could use that to force it to be in the position you want so it doesn't jump back and forth. Put the door script on the orange box. Alright. Door. I don't have a door script. The building script maybe. Wait. Cool. Let's play this. So we grab the money and we go there. Alright, we got some money. I'd like to keep it kind of PG-13, not really swearing too much, but all good. So let's check out how the scripts are looking. First, let's go to the player controller. Very simple, and it's good. Like, this is what you want to do with the player controller, the movement. Yeah, that's the old input system, but this is how you did it. The building script has like 2 weird words. Yeah, I will clean it up. But this is looking good. Good that you're using a serverless field and not a public. I usually define them as private, even though they are private by default. I like to define them as private because it looks better to me. It's not a big deal, but I like it. And we go to the wallet. We have an instance, so you're creating a singleton for the wallet. Here I would, let's see. If you're not using the update, you could remove this. That would save a tiny bit of performance. It's not really important. But it just cleans up the code and easy to read all of it without having to have an empty method in the middle. So what are we doing? We're setting the instance to this. This is one way to do a basic singleton. The problem with this is if you add 2 of the world scripts, because the next world script will also set the instance to itself. A normal unit way of doing it is to have an else. So if the instance already exists, then you destroy game object, because then we have a duplicate. If I don't do this, let's go back to Unity and duplicate the wallet. It's a money counter, right? Yeah. I would also move the money out from the money counter, so since they are not really related at all, I would say. It would work the same. Now, even though we moved it out, But now we have 2 wallets. So when we no, I didn't add another wallet, right? So now in code, it would be kind of weird because you have 2 money counter, but only 1 wallet is being used. So if we do this, we start again. We pick up 1, we create a new one by duplicating it. Then that's 5, but it was still giving money to this one. The other ones aren't getting any money. So it's a dangerous thing to not have a way of destroying. If you're going with this unity singleton way, then destroying the extra one. I didn't refresh. Did I? I probably did. So now you can see the first one that initialized got this. It's there, but the other one was destroyed because we already had an instance. And we couldn't create any more of these, even though I'm trying to duplicate it. It's just being destroyed. We're going to plan for wallet to be called to add money to the player and take money for stores, but you never worked on a system like that. Yeah, so you have the wallet, you have the money, you make money. I assume this is, you go to work. I'm going to do that for now. We'll go into the building script later. And you have on trigger, you make money. That is good. I would probably call this add money instead because we're in a wallet. We don't make money in a wallet to make it easier to know what's happening. You could also just call it add if you want. No, add money is good because we're in a wallet. And that is, yeah, you could do this instead. Instead of concatenation with pluses, you can add a dollar sign before it. And then you can use your values inside of curly brackets. So this would be the same as you had before. Just that it's a lot easier to read now with you have a dollar sign and then you know this value will be next. The dollar sign before, I'm not sure what it's called. But it's just a way of doing a string format. How do you do this? I haven't done this in so long. You do like val, or you could do this. It puts toString as well, so it's the same as writing it like this. A string format where you tell them the first my brain first index. You're setting it to current money. It's just a shorthand way of writing the same as this, basically. So it money when most of the when value types are used, like int, double, when you add them together with a string, they will always be called toString. Well, it will always give you the string back, so you don't have to actually specify toString on this. As you can see, it's gray on my screen, and that means it's redundant. Let's go to which one of the scripts are next. Web money. Your money is also here. Another thing, tag. If you're using tags, you should do equals instead of doing 2 equal signs. The equal method doesn't allocate any garbage. So this is more efficient. Or no, it's not equals, it's a game object compare tag. That's the one you should use. Here I would always destroy the game object at the end as well. Just to be safe, to be sure that everything is being done and this game object is not being removed. And then the building script. Let's see what we have here. Job pay, starting time, pay 5. Is this supposed to be... Yeah, okay. So you're supposed to work for 60 seconds and then you get the money. Same here, I would use compare tag instead. If we haven't worked, pays you when you work, tells you to go home if you already have worked, and start a time. Oh, next time you work. Alright, alright. So it pays you immediately. And then you stop timer. Yeah, this is I don't actually see anything bad here. Like it's an easy, a small script. I would probably rename current time because current time doesn't tell me what it's doing. So current time could be anything. I would also, it's a thing I usually do, and that is to for what is it called, member variables. I'm so bad with what things are called. Anyways, with class variables in here, this is a private, let's take current time, it's a private in here because it's private by default. I usually add an underscore. There's the Microsoft standard with like m underscore for a member variable, but I usually do underscore. The reason you use underscore here is if you, for example, make a method with change time and or let's do it like this, change current time, and you have take a variable in here and you want to send in current time. If you don't have the underscore here, you would have to use this for the left side. So it's a lot easier to know that it's a member variable by having something, by having a prefix of the underscore. And it doesn't ruin anything you do in methods with parameters and yeah. So I would suggest doing that to all of the, and just for as a good habit to always add private when they are private. Yeah, no, I don't see any. One thing, another thing is this one, you have a debug log here and the A was kind of offset, but this is still being run in this if method. So I would recommend to almost always use curly brackets. The only time I don't use the curly bracket is if I do a return underneath it, because I do a quick return, an early return. But yeah, apart from that, it's looking all right. So what is it? Is there anything you would like me to go over that you would like to implement? job types. All right. What kind of job types? Fields to add to the player, butcher, woodsman, yeah. Butcher is this job, and then you would grab another job, yeah. So I think so can you only have one job at a time, or can you have more than one? More than one, okay. So would you have to get the jobs, or do you have all jobs, but it's just different activities you do? You'd have to unlock them, all right. So how would I do that? Depends on what you... So you have skills. You go to the end of the map. You learn a skill. The easiest way is to just have... I think the easiest would just be to have... to start out, to not complicate things. In the player controller, the player would have, unless you want to split this up, you could also make another script for this, but the easiest would probably just to have bools for each if they have learned a skill. So, yeah. Let's create a new script on this one. On the player skills. And we can just do it really quick. So player skills, we would have several skills, which would be, let's just make a data class for it. So we do a public class skill. A skill would have you would train them. Let's say you have levels. So we have a public int level for a skill, and then we have a float, an integer experience, I guess, and then you level up. Now we can do a public, add experience. We'll set this to 1 to start with, and this one should be 0. Experience equals experience, and then we have that, and we check if experience is larger than, then you would have to make some kind of algorithm. Like the easiest way right now is could do a serialized field. Experience to level up. It's 100 to level up. Level plus equals 1, and experience is 0. So now we have a class with skill. So then we could also give a name to the skill. So a public string name. And then you could, since it's now made a serialized field in here, I want to be able to set this for each skill. So we could do if we make this serializable, then Unity would be able to handle this, serialize this and show it in the inspector. So if you now make a list of skills, We don't need to new it since it's a serialized field. Serializable just make... what does it do, really? It makes the class serialized. It kind of serializes it for you in a basic way. But if you want to know details about it, I would ask Captain Coder. But we are serializing it, the skill class, so it can be broken down into an easier way to handle it. I don't know how to explain it. I've never explained it before. But it's doing basically what serialized field is, but just for all your public variables. Kinda the same. But now we have serialized field. So now we have skills, which is a list of skill here. So if we go to the player where I added the player skills, you can now see down here. Let's move it up so it's so tricky to move this. Anyways, now we have a skill. We could add a new skill, and in here you can set the name. Butcher, level 0, 1, experience, level up 100. So this way, now you can add more skills, or different types of skills. What was else? Lumberjack. Yes, and now to grab this, let's say that to create jobs, you would create jobs through this. This would be, I would say that you create all the jobs here. This would be the easiest way to do it. It might not be the best way of doing it, but I would say it's good enough. And now we have the level, and there are two ways you can handle this. You could have them like a lumberjack at level 0. So to grab the skill now, we could have make a public method for this and return a skill, like get skill. And then we can take a string. This is the easiest way. I would probably use an ID or something. And I would, yeah. But skill name. Then you could look through all the skills. Easiest way is to do it for each, I would say. Skill. And then you do if skill.name is skill name. Then you return skill. Else you return not, because you didn't find a skill, because you did something wrong. So if we go to the player controller, I'm just using player controller as an example. You could do it in money, where you tag let's do it in money, just because we can. So in here we collided with the player. We could take player skills, would be other get component, as you said. And it's a type player skills. To make this easier, we can do player skills to show what it is. And now we can do player skills, get skill, butcher. Let's do lumberjack, because that we added that second. So here we would have lumberjack. And then to be able to see if we can use this, you could either do if level is 0, then you know you haven't learned this yet. Does this all make sense to you, what I just did? Is there anything? I mean, I went through it pretty fast. So is there anything that's unclear? All right, good. Then I'm going to go back to my my project. You're fired up. Just need to work with what I told you. You are very welcome. It wasn't very very long, but I hope it was enough to give you pointers in how you would use, how an easy way to approach skills would be. Yeah, it's the hard thing about programming is not to get things to work. The hard thing about coding is to make it reusable and extendable and scalable. So scriptable objects are great for if you want. What is this? Room virtual camera 13. Scriptable objects are good. They're only to store data, and so, but a scriptable object is basically a serializable class that you can use. The only difference is that the scriptable object persists between runs. So with this method you wouldn't room virtual camera, 1 sec. With this you would have to, well, you would have to do that with scriptable object as well. But yeah, you would have to implement the save system and stuff later for saving the your skills. And if you have it like this, it's really easy to take the serialized object and just save it, because you can convert it to a JSON very easily, and the easiest way would be to save it in a player preference. All right. Lots of errors on room virtual camera number 13 because we can't find a player. I need to do that in another way. Let's reload the world and we should be good. Okay, so I'm having issues with did I end what I was talking about with scriptable objects? I don't know. I got distracted. But the scriptable objects are good data containers for the initial data. So each job could be a scriptable object, but it's not necessary. You might as well use a class. If you have checked Captain Coder, he hasn't used scriptable objects yet, and he has done a lot of things. Okay, so room number 1 is this room. So let's go into this room and see what is wrong with the virtual camera. With the virtual camera here. Let's actually reset this component. And then I'm going to reload the world. Is that it? No, I need to re-import. The thing could be that I've changed the values in these modified component, revert. Okay. That's what I wanted to do, because now when we re-import, it should grab the player, I think. No? But don't. Let's check the new room I made. Or room 9. We have the virtual camera, we have the player there, okay. So on import entity, it's not doing anything. Let's open LDTK. I really like how fast it's loading. Let's go into this room, and I'm just going to change one thing in the room to force it to reload the room. If I do this, now force reloading the room. But I also realize I'm in the wrong room. Right? No? It's room 5. Is it? Yeah, that is room 5. Okay. The other one was room 1. Okay. I should also check this off. Here. I'm having a problem with this virtual camera, that it's not getting the player. And why is that? We had the issue when we loaded the project, so I should probably not do a game object find, because we're so the follow shouldn't be this. How would we get the player if we can't? I want that to be run again. And I'm not sure why it's not being... It's here. So are we actually... Let's stop this for a second and do save the player to see that it's going as we want it to. Then we do cine machine virtual camera would be getting the component here. Cine machine. Player. So I'm not having... Let me actually check my packages. Do I not have the latest JetBrains Rider? I do. So why is it complaining? Let me restart Rider. Let's open it from here. Alright, now we should be good, right? Now we can do player, yeah. Now we're good. Good, good. Let's re-import and we'll see when we get in here. We're not, because I didn't refresh. Now we got that, okay, re-import. Now we're in here, we have the player, we have the Cine Machine virtual camera, and we have set the follow, right? Yes. And that should work on all of them. Good. Is the problem that the virtual camera is disabled? No. So why is my script not working here? The Cinema Machine virtual camera, we have the follow. We do have mfollow. Can I set? Maybe that's the follow I should set. No, so I want to see how I can set the follow here. If we are enabled. Nope. So if we just do follow, what is follow doing? We are I'm very confused about this, why it's not working. Because we are in this and we are finding the we're finding the player, we're finding the component. So why are we not setting the value here? Because we are setting the camera confiner bounding shape here. And that is working. Because if we, let's take and revert this. Let's reset and revert. Well, I guess it just works. Okay. But the transform, let me Google this real quick. Set follow from script Cinema Machine editing. So this is what I should do, but it is not working. And why is it not working for this camera? I don't know. It's not working for any camera, I think. Let's go to virtual camera. We don't have anything here. So let's actually try another thing. Let's go in here and remove the virtual camera. Let's save. We removed it. We reload. It's gone. It's probably going to complain. No? Then we add a new one. Okay, so we added a new one. It did not set the player transform to follow. Oh, I still have. It was an issue, and I need to reload this because I need to know all of the cameras. So if I go in here now, we can see that the virtual camera is not following the player. And if we set the player here, we would be good. Okay. I could make this easy and just set the player on all of them, but I want to do it from script. So whenever I add a new room, I shouldn't have to set that manually. Let's try a new thing. Let's enable it in the prefab. And then we'll re-import. No? Editor. How did I do it? LDTK editor. 30. I don't think I should have to set 30 on this. Because it doesn't do anything. But I can't set the follow. I don't understand why this wouldn't work. It's blowing my mind. Import entity. Oh, it's on import entity, but we're setting this one and that works. Okay, imported fields. Let's see if we can move it. No, the entity should be the one. This is really annoying. There's probably something I'm missing here with how the import pipeline works. But I'm not sure what it is. Well, for now, I'm just gonna have to set them manually, I guess, or from the... Let's actually go into the virtual camera and remove all the parallax. since it's complaining a lot about those. Boss intro camera. Camera. Should the boss intro camera also have all the parallax because it's a copy of the other camera? And I assume boss camera has as well, yes. So what is the problem with the uniqueness violation? Component detect player component. No, did not pack tile textures for the asset, okay. But I'm wondering why it's complaining about like multiple objects of the same type and name. Isn't that kind of what entities are for? Like, they don't have the same ID, any of them. So I'm not sure what the 547. I find it interesting that it's the enemies that have the issue. It's only the diving angels. In every room. So what is up with the diving angel? That I'm not doing in the other ones. They are exactly the same, I would say, in how they look in here at least. Have a quick exit to location of all player start entities. Ah, okay. I don't really understand the issue I'm having here. Oh, we actually no. Multiple objects with the same name type are generated by the supporter. So let's try something. Wait, there's 3 diving angels here. I seriously do not know what the issue is, but we're not getting the issue on the parallax anymore. So this would be the box detector. It's only the box detector, okay. Let's grab an angel. Components. It would be detect player component. Oh. Let's open this. We only have one cone detector. So why? Why would the flying diver enemy? Oh. Oh. That actually makes a little bit of sense now. A previous tile error was... Now, how would I know what the tile error is? Artifact load problem. When does that happen? It was null. Interesting. And now I've seen some areas where some of the tiles looked a bit off. But I didn't think that would be an issue. Like right there. Okay, let's save this and reload it. What we found in the... Okay. Oh, that tile was the issue as well. Okay, cool. We have fixed all the errors. So what I'm going to do now is to fix my cameras. I am going to go... Actually, I fixed all the warnings. So that is cool. There wasn't actually any real errors, just, you know, a few. So the LDTK editor, the integrator is being set correctly here. What I want to do is also, wait, didn't I have a set data on? Yes. This I still want to do. And it's still being used, right? Load room, yes. So now I'm hoping the reload world, yes. So I will have it in my editor script for now. It's just really annoying that I can't add it from the importer script. So here we're fine. This room is not fine because it's not wide enough, so we can't fit it in here. Now we got an error. What is this? It's in detect player component. Component. Wait, detect player component. Let's go through these. So we have a lot of these that doesn't have any component set. Oh man. Did I typo? Let's detect player component. So we have this one. I can't do anything about this one. What I could do though is go into the script and in awake. No, in initialize. Let's do detector object is get component in children. Detector. Was it entity detector? Yes, it is. Then we can do this. If it's null, we set it. But we have to make the room wider as well, so we can get in there. And luckily we have some space to the right, so we could just take this room and resize it. And I think it's a bit too small in general. It's a really hard room to do anything in. This was something I just threw together, so here you can't do anything. So I want to kind of just move things. How do I select this control? No. There we go. Grab those two, move them down. You can also duplicate this by holding Alt, right? No, Control. Control Alt, yes. Not a spike. Alt just, oh, that it's selecting the layer, so I could just do Alt and place. Cool. Powerup RAM. Wait, did the clap hat not work? It's so annoying when that... Nope. But the claps worked, right? Chris did claps earlier and it worked. Let me... It's so unreliable. 1 second, 1 second. That is not the one. We can do this. We refresh that. It's fine, it's fine. There we go. We did it. It works and has to working. Yeah, it's just terrible. You get another one. All the clap hats. Welcome, welcome, sir. How are you doing today? All good? You had no internet for a couple of hours? That sounds rough. I feel you. I'm sorry. So I've been thinking a little bit, you implemented a flame set. Yeah, I saw that video. It looks really nice. Good job. So I've been thinking, how would you... I was like, how would you jump up this and make this interesting? But I just realized we don't have to do this. We can do one-way platforms. To make it easier. I was like, how would we... it doesn't look good. It doesn't feel good if we do small passages and corridors, we just jump up. But if we use a one-way platform, then it's a little bit different. Because then they aren't in the way. Kinda, I feel like, yeah. So I think all the rooms are kinda working now. With the camera at least. Now that room is bigger, which should make it so that the camera is working nicely in it. Big levels indeed. So the camera is working nicely here. I thought I fixed the transition thingy. Index out of range. Oh right, that one doesn't have a patrol point, that's the problem. So now we have these, I need to fix that as well. One-way platforms. Which makes jumping like you're not blocked by having a large piece of ground there. So camera here is not fixed. That's because this one is too small as well. Or not wide enough. So what I'm going to do, you think these are big levels, Ram? I think they're kinda okay. So this one is too small. Or not wide enough. So I'm going to add that there. This one will have to move to the side so we can widen this as well. That means we have to move the room transition, and we can grab these and just kind of remake this a little. I'm not sure what to add. I'm just going to do this. I need to check the patrolling points, so I need to change that to there. Wait, can I? Oh. Switch there and remove that one. And they will fall down here. I could just... move this down. That should be good. We have no way of jumping up here if we would like to jump up there. So I'm just going to add a one-way platform right here. Yeah, I know you can select everything and just didn't know what I wanted to do with this area. Like you could do this and move, but let's fill that up. And then we have a lot of spikes here. So I need to put these in the correct direction. Could I do, if I do this down like this, and then I copy that, I would still be, I could do this. Cool. Then one should be right and not left. So right. Fix those spikes. Those spikes are correct. Let's go through rooms and just fix the spikes. Maybe I should add spikes, like just for fun, you know? It looks more dangerous if you have a lot of spikes. And I could select these three and copy them. And in here, there's nothing. This one should be good enough now. And that one is wide enough as well. This one isn't, so we need to just widen it. But there are spikes that aren't fixed. And they're in here. I'm just going to add spikes to all of these. Oh, I copied that as well. No. Then we have spikes here, and these are going to be down as well. Could I... Oh, we can select a lot of them, but we can't change. If I select more than one, I can't change any values in them, even though they are the same. Okay. And this room is not tall enough. One problem I'm having is when we move between screens like this one and into this one right here, because we will clip through the corner here of the screen down here, and that one is not active, so the so it's not looking good. Also, let's grab this magic angel and put 2 patrol points. So I gotta figure out how to solve the problem with that. Like there, you can see the purple, the pink down there. And the transitions. Is this magic angel? But the patrol point is not being set. It only has 1 point. I need to re-import, I think. Or is it because it's already set? So if we revert this one. Yeah, it was already set, so I couldn't do anything about it. So now if I get into that room, I think it should be good. But room transition still, I think I call them room exit. Move to position 6. Am I not using move to position? Right, we need to get the room. We are listening to this event. Where does room exit? It's in here. The transition room, position value, start position plus that value. So is 6 not enough? Do we need 12? Do we have a room exit here? Let's close these ones. Let's grab, that is room transition. Oh. That's a problem. I thought I could revert it on all of them at the same time. That would have been nice. I guess I can't, but let's go through and do them one by one. So this is the problem when I think they're being set from the editor script that I made. So they should be 6 and not 12. So I'm glad I didn't refresh. Only a few more. Oh, that one was reset already. Not this one. Not that one. All right. We fixed them all. And we have been going for a bit over an hour, so I'm going to take a small break here now if this is working. Just stretching a little bit. Let's fall down. That's a lot better. I would probably have been fine with like moving to 4 instead of 3, but that is good. So let's see, what did I set out to do? Fix room 8. That's room 2, which is room 8. Oh, that's room 2. Room 3. 9, 4, 6. Oh, this one is room 8. Right. I haven't fixed that yet, so I will do that later. What else did we have? Room 1, the camera trigger. Right, I need to fix that the play collision trigger only... Well, that it works. Wait, what? It is not possible to add this component to a prefab instance. Okay, no idea. But I am going to take a small break here. I will be back in a few minutes. I'm going to make a cup of tea. So I will be back in a few minutes. let us continue. But I was going to test one thing first. Give me a second. All right. I decided to crank the what's it called? The noise removal to max on the NVIDIA broadcast to see how that is. So where were we? Right, room 2. Did I fix room 2? That is room 5 and this is room 2. So I think I've fixed all of the rooms. Let's reload the world and see. We're fine in here. Let's go in here and we are fine. We're fine in here as well. And that one is also working nicely now with the walking around. Oh wow. Double kill. Room is also working nice. Okay. I can jump up from here now, right? Yeah. That is a hard jump though. I should probably move the spikes down a few tiles. You can also see that there's a tiny glitch in this these types of tiles. Oh well. And then we can get into the boss. And we can start the boss. So the only thing I'm really missing until having a fully playable demo would be the beefy enemy that you have to kill. It wouldn't be a good demo, but you could play it from start to finish. Because right now everything is working, I think. Let's see, room 2 is working. I think we will test the camera trigger now. And that is in room 6. Room 6, not room 1. Right, is room 6. And there's the problem, we're not activating the camera. So let's see, we have to play collision. It's a single use. We start the game. When we walk into it, it triggers. And the virtual camera trigger is active. But it's not reacting to it. And I reworked this to be a trigger base. So interactable components here is the player collision trigger. So let's go into the player collision trigger. Has been triggered is true, and we change the value to on. The virtual camera trigger is we're overriding trigger event. For all of the components. Let's see if we get into on state changed. This only triggers once. I'm going to change it from being a single use. We also need to attach the editor. So we are triggering this, but we're not changing the state. It's on. It's off. So we change it to on, so it's not the virtual camera trigger is not feeling. It's not working properly. So in trigger base we have these. I wish I could run this for only one object. So we have them in the interactable components. We should be adding listeners. Let's see if we can restart this, and when we start it up, it should only have a single interactable component when we get in here. This is one. It's the lever. Okay. But that's not the one. It's a spare angel. So which is that this object, or is this? With interactable is a spare angel. With lever, lever, lever. Huh. Oh. Right? Trigger base. Yeah. Do we need to do new? I don't know. That is the issue. I think I was inheriting awake. I was inheriting from trigger base, and in awake I set the component. And I didn't run the trigger base awake. Now a lever player collision. Good. Now they are connected. So now when I walk here, nice, we trigger, we zoom in, and we get back here. Good. And we'll get the dash. No. Longer dash, yeah. We get in here. The room is looking good now. That was an issue though. What happened? Not sure what happened. Look, we triggered this. Now the doors here are open. We need a health upgrade up there as well. It's kind of easy to reach that though, and yeah, not a problem. Fix the spikes in room 7. and fix the camera trigger. And what was room 8? Is room 8? No, that is room 8. Yeah, good. No, fix doors. Yeah, I have doors, but I can walk through closed doors. Like these ones over here. We have the door. I need them to collide with the player. I could put them as ground. Yeah. And if I do that, I think that's enough for it to stop me. Maybe. Well, let's try this door. Nope. Didn't do anything to me. No, red ground is just or it should. The collider is up there. Collider isn't over the whole object. Okay. So let's... Can we reset this? No, because we have 2 squares and they should have their own collider, I would say. Now we can't go through it. Good. I fixed doors. As I said, these would be really fast fixes. So let me check on Discord what else I should do. This is things I added yesterday. Oops. Things to add. Let's see. What did we do? We fixed room 8. And these, the cameras and the trigger camera, passing through the doors, vertical transitions. All of those are done. Let's make the power-ups move a little bit. Okay. Power-ups pop up and down. And then I don't really have anything to do that isn't just tweaking the game. So let's make them move up and down. Let's go into the ability pickup. Maybe I shouldn't put it on in that script, but on the ability pickup itself. Or maybe just a model. Yeah, I think the model would be... what I'd put it on. We have a miscellaneous, and we need a new C# script, and it's going to be sine wave. Would I put it on this one? I can put it on this one. Doesn't really matter. And all we're going to do here is to take the position. Let's save the initial position. So let's go private vector 3 start position. And let's take that in start. We do start position is transform position, and then update. We just do mathf sin time.time, and we do y. No, new position is start position plus, no, we can't do that. Yes, we can. New vector 3 can create a serialized field, which is just serialized field load movement speed is 2. And move distance multiplier. Cool. Now, did I add it? No, I added it here. That is not correct. Let's open this up and add it right here. And I think that should be just having it move up and down a little bit. Nope. Because I had never set the position. We could do here instead, we could do transform position is equal to this. This is one of those where I can use, no, not reload world. We can do a for script reload. There we go. I think 1.5 movement speed and distance could be 25. Yeah, I think that is a good value. You turn off the auto import from LDTK. Go in. Get level trigger. Can we not turn off the importer? No. I don't think we can. Okay. So, and that is done as well. It makes it look a little bit better with the movement. I could probably add this to diving angels as well. But that would require a little bit more work. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Okay. So next step is to make a the next step is either I create a beefy enemy. I could also create a credit screen. Or I could create a debug mode for the player. Which one should I do? I don't know what I want to do. Let's make a debug mode. So for this one, I would want to put it on here. Let's go into script and the player. Player debug mode. Okay, so we have player debug mode. What I need now is to have a service field for the entity main. That is where I get all scripts from. And what do I want to set in this? I have abilities, the player abilities. So we have these three. So what I could do is just, let's make a small class, public class, player debug abilities. Public pool, enable dash, whether enable abilities dash double jump and map. Those are the three I have. Let's make this serializable, and then we'll add a serialized field of private player debug abilities. And here we can remove the update because now we only want to set the abilities. So let's get the thing is I have an upgrade system. Upgrade data. Is that what I called it? Yeah. So the current level is 0. That's one. I kind of need to have integers here instead. Set abilities level. And can we do a range 0, 3? Because I think that is the max I made for each of them. Let's check it. In data, player upgrades. Dash has 5 upgrades. Never mind then. Jump has 2. Two. 5. Okay. 2, 2. This one is 5. And here we then get the check the upgrade. We have upgrade data, but we need the upgrade component. We have the upgrade info. So we can upgrade, yeah. Get data, upgrade info. Upgrade info. And we do let's do this. Private void upgrade skill and amount, and then player abilities ability. And then we do a for I plus an amount, and we do service field. We need to save the upgrade info, so private upgrade info. Then we just do upgrade info, upgrade level, ability. Let's do upgrade skill. We do debug abilities. Dash. And we do that. Jump and map. I think this should work. Let's try with the dash first. This shouldn't be 0 to 2, it should be 0 to 1 and not to 5. They should always be 1 less than the max. Let's do this. Then I shouldn't be able to double jump. But I should be able to dash once. And I should be able to open the map. I can dash and open the map. Cool. So now if I drag this down, double jump up and map down. Now I shouldn't be able to dash. But I should be able to jump in there. Yeah. Cool. The only problem with this is that I can't change it in when I'm playing. So can we make a quick inspector editor Unity? Let's make a small editor. Let's call it player, what they call it, debug abilities editor. Is that what I called it? Player debug mode. Debug mode. And this should inherit from editor. Can we not import this? No? Okay. I guess. Using Unity editor. It's not a. Oh, because. Because we are in the editor namespace. Made a script called script. Should be a folder. Let's move them all into scripts and we can get a better namespace for them all. Entity. Still? It's because they are in the edit folder. I guess. Custom editor. Can I? That's not what it's called, so. Through the namespace. For now. Now let's do like custom editor. Scripts. That wouldn't work either. Oh well. I don't understand why. Thanks for the serializable tip. You went off the rails and started making a skill system of what I told you, even though you know the code is looking crude. Well, it's always good to try new things. And you learn new things by trying new things. It might not be the best skill system in the world, but it's going to be a lot better than nothing. And you will get a lot of experience using it. And you will probably soon fall into some kind of some normal traps, or what you want to call it. Not traps, but like common issues. And then you will need to ask for pointers again. So here I don't actually want to do much. What I wanted to do is just have a button. So how do you do it? It's like editor GUI. Button. That's not it. Editor layout, button, drop down button, link button. No. Editor layout, layout, utility. How do you even make a button in the GUI layout. Maybe it's not called a button, maybe it's called something else. I haven't done this in so long. We have a drop down button, but I don't want a drop down button. I just remember there being like a million different editor layout. But they don't have editor layout anymore, do they? No. Now you had GUI layout button. There we go. Refresh. So if we do this, I want to call a script in the script in the other class. I don't want the serialized property, I want the let's open this image. It's kind of funny. So Kepsert just sent me this. How hard things are in gamedev. Difficulty tiers. So D, it's all very hard. Okay, yeah. Optimization, yeah, kind of hard. Passing certification, let's say it's that hard, so it's not very hard, yeah. Collision, I would move collision up. Sound design, yeah. Game balance, it's pretty hard, yeah. User interface, it's actually not that hard. People just hate it. Level design is really hard. Animation can be really hard. Brain melting shaders, I can see that. Physics, yeah. Tutorials. Well, depends on the game, I would say. If I made a tutorial for this game, it would probably be down here on like medium. Doors can be ridiculously hard. Finishing, yeah. Marketing, yeah. Online multiplayer, yeah. It's. I agree. Except that collision should probably be moved up to like brain melting. Because there's always something wrong with collision. Cool. I like that. We have upgrade level now. I also want to add another one, which will be public void set level. Player ability. Or should it be reset level? Let's see. We have upgrade level. Let's see, public void reset level. So let's have reset level instead, and let's copy this. And now I can reset the level, which is really good. Because then when I press the button over here for refresh, I'm going to run the player debug mode code. I want to run this public void update skills. And now let's see how we call a method. Inspector editor Unity call method. And I just but where did the play debug editor go? And I just cleared debug mode. Bug. Target. And we do debug. Update skills. I don't know. Maybe. Go to the player and let's see if we have a button. Now we do not. Because we need to add custom editor type of player debug mode. I think that is all I need to add yet. Did I forget to do a base unexpectedly? Yes. So let's start the game and see if we can call this from inside there. So I can't dash or open a map. Let's do that to refresh. You're trying to upgrade a fully... Well, of course I am, because I didn't reset this skill. Upgrade info, reset level. Double jump and map. I can double jump now, no map. Let's go here, refresh. Now I have a map. And I can double jump. Let's remove the double jump. Cool. Let's remove the map and add the level 4 dash. Oops, I triggered. And I removed the single use from it. But now we have a really long dash. And a really fast one. Cool. So now we have a kind of a debug mode. Or not a debug mode, but we can set some things on the player. I need to set some more things though. This one should be single use, and I'm going to revert that because it's bad to set things directly in the inspector. But when I do, when I import them again from LDTK, they will not update. Okay. Let's go into LDTK and see in this one we still have these nodes with the beefier enemy, and the closed gate is there. Do I have any other nodes that I could? That is done. We need a closed gate here as well. I don't think we have anything else. Well, boss room. I know this is a boss room, but it's nice to have that there. So we've been going for a bit over 2 hours, so I'm going to take a small break before we're doing the last hour. And I'm going to add some more debug thingies where I can give myself health and mana. I don't think there's anything else I need to give myself. Nope, I think that's all. Health and mana. I'll fix that when I get back. All right. Let's add some more debugging things to our script. We have the upgrade info, but this is not all I want. I want the health info and I want the mana info. I'm going to get both of them like I did with the upgrade info. But something I've been thinking about is my how I would build my player in the future if I did this again. And I really like the thing I did with the get data and my data structure for each entity. So that is something I would do again. That way I can split up all the data I need in different classes and just get what I need. And then you have things like the value change that works on the attributes, so you can listen to them when they change. I really like that. But I don't think I would go with my whole entity system right now. Yeah, okay. We update the skills. I also want a button to public void. Full health, which would just grab the health info. Attribute value would be the same as health info max attribute. And the same with mana. Oops, I did not mean to change that one. Let's go back here to the editor, and we can do a GUI layout, horizontal, begin horizontal. And then we do editor, GUI layout, end horizontal. And in here I want to do, let's actually do it, debug script, player debug mode. Use this instead. And we can do if GUI layout button. Let's copy all of this actually, 2 of them. Or let's create a method for it. Private void model attributes. And I can move this whole thing. Oops. In here, begin horizontal and end horizontal in here, because I want them to be the same. So player debug mode, send it in there, and give full health, and give full give mana health. I'm good at this. Give full mana. What up, Captain Coder? Nice to see you. Happy Tuesday. How are you doing? I am working on making a small inspector script to give some debugging abilities. So right now, you see, I can double jump. I have the upgrade system working. So right now I can't dash. If I set this to 1, refresh, now I can dash. I can remove double jump. I'll remove double jump, and I can add it back. I still can't make it up there, no. But I can also enable the map and such. I just now made, they're called refresh, but here my mana can probably, yeah, fill it up. The reason there's a slider is because each upgrade has different. Each type has different levels of upgrades. So we have dash. That's 5 upgrades. Being the first one is just you can use it. Next one is how far you dash, and yeah. Have the same with jump. First one is you can't use it. You have no double jumps. And then you have jumps, and the map is just can use, can not use. Now I did a few just to be able to give myself health. So now pick this one and I get full health. And they are working. Full mana and full health. I have done so much this stream. And not that much in general. But we can kind of play through the whole game now. So let's actually do that. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do right now. It's kind of... I fixed a few rooms. I went through a cheapgrams game at the start and gave him some pointers where what it could improve and stuff. Then I fixed my rooms and some other stuff. So let's actually just play through the game. Starting room would be 0, and I need... There's a tiny knockback right now. So if I play and get hit, I get moved back a little bit more. A little bit. So if you can't really see it when I'm playing, but if I land there, you can see that I'm sliding backwards. That is the knockback, and enemies has it as well. You can see it on... It's so hard on... The thing is, these enemies, they see me, so when I'm on the other side, that's something I need to fix. Good. So when I'm in the trigger, when I enter the trigger, they attack. And they trigger their attack. And if I go outside the trigger and back into the trigger, they attack again. So there's no cooldown if I just move in and out of it. But you can see if I land on this guy. Or if he hits me, I get knocked back. But some kind of blinking would be good. But what I wanted to do first is to play through this again. But I need to move the spawn point up here to restart. Double refresh. And we play. It's very subtle. I will probably have to... I want to make it blinking and stuff as well. I think everything would also be better with sound. But we need more visual effects of being hit. No, I fell down. And now we can't go through doors. Well, apparently I could. I jumped. Is that because the room transition trigger is... No? Fancy doors, yeah. I need to connect. I need to charge my headphones. It's probably an issue with the doors being just completely off. Oh well, let's say the door works. So let's start again. There's been a few things that I've been thinking about. And that is... I clipped the ceiling a little bit and got knocked back a tiny amount. Oh no, it's stuck on the other side. It can't get back. There we go. What was I talking about? I completely forgot what I was talking about. Now we get the dash. Something I've been thinking about. I just completely lost it. We'll get double dash. These rooms need to be fixed, but you can enable or hit the lever. Then you go back, and now the room here, oh, the door here is open, so you can go through. Then we need a health upgrade that's going to be here. And now enemies spawn in this area. Oh no, enemies. Then you go through here to the left. Oh right, this one. At the bottom of the screen you can see it clipping into an inactive room. And I've been thinking, are they neighbors? That is the question. Are they... Are the neighbors in here? Let's see. Room 0. It has neighbors 5, 6, 7. And... what room is this? Room 1. And it has room 1, yes. Cool. So what I've been thinking is that I should enable the rooms with just the int grid of all the adjacent or all the neighbor rooms, so we don't get the clipping. Or well, we will see it, but we will have the wall there. Also need to fix the enemies, yeah. There's nothing. And then you get into the boss room. And you trigger the boss. Health fills up. Then we play the boss. This is not the easiest boss, especially not the first phase. The second phase is kinda easy. I guess not really that difficult. But this one requires a bit of skill. I probably want to add another phase. Or something else. I mean, a good hard boss should have 3 basic things going on at the same time. Or a very hard attack. So this one is kind of just... There's nothing really going on here. You can just wait to go forward and hit him. So even though it looks nice, it's not. It's a terribly easy attack to dodge and to deal damage to the boss. So I'm not sure what I should add to this. Bombs falling down should do damage as well. Yeah, they should explode if they hit you. That could be a thing. That would make it really hard. True. I'm going to add that. Yeah, it's pretty much everything is here. I'm not. So I think I'm just going to have to start tweaking now and fixing things. But it's really hard to fix. To come up with things to fix, because I'm like, I see that they are. We need to do something here, but I'm not sure what we need to do. Let's see, what are we... Or things. That's the wrong scene, so more things to add. Boss bombs should explode on player impact. What else did I say? We can glitch through doors. Activate all neighboring rooms. I will probably have to rework how I do the room transitions a little bit, and what I activate and how enemies in the rooms are working. So I should probably hide all the enemies. And like stuff when you room transition, yeah. What else is there that we could add? Did I find anything when I was playing? I don't think I did. But I feel like the level is lacking a bit. Maybe think on the ability list of the player character again and come up with a mechanic for 1 or 2 good puzzle rooms. Oh right, the puzzle room. Yes. Puzzle IDs. But right now, this whole area here on the left is just... It's nothing, really. It's just mobility maneuvering. I think we would have to redo it where so if we I think I need some more enemy types as well. Like if you think about the what are they called? In if you're Super Metroid, you have those I won't say spinies, but things to just move along the edge and do things. They don't do anything, they're just in the way, they're moving damage, they're moving spikes basically. So enemies like that, that aren't an active enemy, but more snail type enemies, yeah. So I would like to have something like that. We get a bit more type enemy, so we get a bit more action and just now just mobility. This whole thing is this whole part. The right side here is terrible. Like first you jump, sure, but there's no. It doesn't feel good to jump here. I think that's the problem. Like it's nice to play and the jump is fine and the movement is fine, but I feel the jump itself feels good, but I'm wondering if is the player too slow? Should the player move faster? Should we jump lower but float for longer? I'm thinking what we could do. Because now we can jump pretty high and pretty far, but I don't know, I feel like the jumping height might be, or yeah, be okay. Maybe the problem is that there is no acceleration and deceleration. I mean, just a few frames of acceleration might make it feel a bit more, a bit better. Yeah, right now it's just full speed immediately. So maybe a few frames of acceleration would make it feel better. We should also not have these long falls, especially not at the start. Because you can't see beneath you, so it kinda... Can we do that with Cinema Machine and Wrap Rail C? How are you doing? Let's check the room camera actually. Where do we have it? We have the virtual camera right here. So with the body, we have the framing. And we are tracking up a little bit. But look ahead. If I add look ahead time, that would be... it might be nice to have. But it would also be really weird to have, when you jump, you can't really see the height you're jumping, so no. Target movement on. Only. Soft zone, we have the dead zone. I think I want that. You can pan with ducking, yeah, that's true. I could probably add that, but I need to add ducking as well. So I think the next steps for me would be start adding I will fix a few bugs, fix the boss a little bit, but I think I need to start with the graphics. Also, I'm thinking this. It's open, it doesn't feel as much of being in a cave. I like that a lot more. Yeah, no, I think I need to start working on the art and on the actual player. Because we're not having this character as the main character. If I'm not having this type of slash, I would like to start working on the player a bit more. I think I kind of need to work on art. That is it. Or maybe not art itself, but like, well, yeah, art. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like there's something lacking when I play the game. Or a lot lacking. So I've been thinking of, Chris, if you wanna... I was thinking about building out a version of this, just to have a couple of people play through it and see if they... like... if they have ideas. I think we need more enemies in general. I think that is because it's only mobility here, as we said. You always have ideas? Yeah, I would. So would you like to play a version of this? It's still not good, but you know. And if anyone else wants to play, maybe we can set that up as well. This looks like a an animal. Maybe I'll leave it like that. But I think bags for teeth. Oh yes, yes. Hazards. We go. And this is going to be the final boss. It's going to look like that. That's so stupid. But it's fun. Yeah, no, I think I'm actually going to cut it a bit shorter. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do right now that I would like to start with, and I want to I want to continue with the YouTube video for a little bit, as I want to get that out this week. So I just get a single YouTube video out. I kinda need that, and then I can start creating a lot of YouTube videos. It's been way too long. I think I'm gonna cut it here actually. So let's see if we can. What up, Haku? How are you doing? I am very happy you all are all here. I think we could actually go to Wumi. You've been lurking? Cool. Glad to see you. I hope you've been having a wonderful lurk. I was really in there. But let's go to ITC Studios and give her a very nice great item. I can't speak. I'm really tired. I hope you'll all have a wonderful evening or day, and I will be back tomorrow probably. Not entirely sure, but probably tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.